Hello, welcome to Musicplay Online. My name is Carrie Lynn, and today we will be walking through the entire Musicplay Online website. We've broken this walkthrough up into sections, so if you want to learn about a specific section, you can go ahead and skip to that section. Otherwise, sit back and follow along with us as we dive into Musicplay Online. Alrighty, so first, we will cover how to sign in or register for a new account. Let's start with how to sign in. You can log in by going to accounts.musicplay.ca, and you can reach this page by either navigating there directly or by clicking the Educator button on Musicplay Online. Either way, you will be brought to this login screen here. Simply enter your email address and the password for your account, and you will be signed in. If you have forgotten your password, there is a link you can click next to the login button and a reset email will be sent to you. You can also use the Login with Google option if the email on your Musicplay account is the same one as your Google account. Once logged in, you will be directed to the My Account page. You can use the logos on the left side to navigate to our various sites. Clicking on the Musicplay Online logo will take you to the main page. To register a new account, you start the same way by either navigating to accounts.musicplay.ca or by clicking the Educator button. On the login screen, you will see a Register for an Account link in the top right. Clicking this will give you an option to purchase on behalf of someone else or to register for yourself. If you click Myself, it will take you to the registration form. Here you can simply enter your email address into the top box and then set your account password. Make sure the password is entered into both boxes and meets all of our minimum requirements. As with logging in, you can also use the Sign In with Google option instead of setting a password. Once you have created the account, you'll be prompted to finish the account setup by filling out your first and last name and school name. Once that is done, you can click the Activate Now link on the left-hand side to finish activating your Musicplay Online account and start the 14-day free trial. Then click the Take Me There button to go to the Musicplay Online main page. If you want to edit your account information, you can get there by clicking the Dashboard button in the top right corner of Musicplay Online, then clicking Edit Profile. You can also navigate directly to accounts.musicplay.ca. On the My Account page, you will see your basic information that was filled in during registration. If you need to edit it, you can simply enter the new information in the boxes and then scroll down and click Save Changes to make the update. You can also reset your account password from here. Start by clicking the Would you like to update your password toggle at the top to reveal the password boxes. Then enter the new password in both boxes and click Save Changes. You can scroll down the page to view your billing information, purchase additional time, send a purchase request to someone to purchase on your behalf, or join a district group if your district has an active subscription. At the very bottom, you can also find your order history, where you can view your orders and download your invoices. You can navigate back to Musicplay Online or our workshop site by clicking the logos on the left-hand side. Next, we are going to cover how students access Musicplay Online. This starts with you generating your student code by going to the dashboard in the top right and clicking Student Code. The first time you visit this page, you will see a button to generate your code. This student code is tied to your account and will give students access as long as your account has an active subscription. Students can log in by clicking on the Student option at the top of the screen, entering the code into the box, and then clicking the Access Some Fun button. If they log in this way, they will be brought to the main Discover page. From here, they can navigate Musicplay Online to find the materials. Another way students can access Musicplay Online is by sending them a link. When you are in a specific content page, you can copy the URL from the browser. This URL will have your student code embedded in the link, and when a student clicks that link, it will automatically open the login page for them. It will also fill in the code in the box, so all they need to do is click Access Some Fun, and they will be logged in. When logging in this way, they will be taken to the content you link them to. Students have access to a lot of different content on Musicplay Online, such as videos, interactives, games, tools, and projectable slides. They do not have access to your My Lists, teaching notes, or other PDFs.
Next, we will talk about the Discover page and our search engine. The Discover page is the main landing page you will find when you first go to the site, and if you ever want to get back here, you can click on the Discover option on the left side menu. This page has several quick links to get started. These include links to grade-specific resources, collections of content based on various themes and song types, and your most recently viewed pages so you can easily jump back in where you were at. Scrolling down the page, you can click on a content creator to view a list of content that they have created. At the bottom of the page, you will find quick links to lesson content for the current month and links to the most recently updated pages on the site. Back at the top of the screen, you can also use the search bar to find content on Musicplay Online. Entering a keyword in the search bar will find any content related to that keyword. Depending on the keyword used, you might find exactly what you are looking for, but if you're getting too many results, you can also use the filters to restrict the results better. Start by clicking Add Filter beneath the language dropdown, then select the type of filter. Each option has many filters you can apply, and you can apply as many filters as you want to help find the exact content you're looking for. You can clear a filter by clicking the small X icon, or you can click Clear All Filters to remove them all at once. Next to the filters, you can also change how the results are displayed. You can switch between a grid view and a list view. Note that searching from the Discover page will search all of Musicplay Online. If you go to a specific section first and search from there, it will only bring results from that section. Next on the left side menu is the song list. This is where you will find the songs used across the site and in the pre-made lessons, with all of their associated resources. By default, all songs are listed, but you can use the filters on the left to select a specific grade. The songs are displayed in the order they are used in the lessons. If using the list view, it will also show that if the song teaches a specific tone set or rhythm, and show any notes specific to the song. If you open a song page, you will see all the resources available for that song. At the top, you can see the details of the song, with a few key ones visible and the rest under the Extra Details button. Immediately beneath that, you will find the audio tracks for the song. The majority of the songs will have both a vocal track and an accompaniment track, with the vocal track being selected by default. You can play the track from here directly and adjust the volume and playback speed using the controls. Accompaniment tracks will also have a button to download the track. Below the audio tracks, you will see the videos for the song. Most songs will have a notation and a lyrics video. Many songs will also have a kids demo showing students singing the song in a classroom or at a performance. Any other videos related to that specific song will be found here as well. Below the videos are the song's supporting resources, split into 4 categories. The projectables/concept slides are interactive slideshows. As with the videos, most songs will have a notation slide and a lyric slide. Longer songs will have both a one-page lyrics and a regular lyrics slideshow. Next to the projectables is the interactives. These are interactive activities related to the song specifically or concepts related to the song. Below the projectables are any arrangements for the song. Most will have a piano arrangement, but you can also find ukulele, boomwhacker, orff, and various other arrangements depending on the song. Next to the arrangements are the printables for the song. These are any PDFs related to interacting directly with the students, including worksheets, flashcards, or other manipulatives. Near the bottom of the page is the Teacher Tools section and the lyrics for the song. In the Teacher Tools, you will see a few helpful documents for using the song in a lesson or seeing how it is used in the pre-made lessons, as well as a link to the lesson it is used in. You can click on the song list to find more songs, or use the quick links on the left to jump straight into another song. Next, we will talk about 2 sections, the learning modules and lesson planning. We'll start with the lesson planning section at the bottom of the left side menu. This first page has a vast collection of documents related to the Musicplay Online site and curriculum as a whole. Some examples include our concert and account sharing permissions policies, music advocacy posters for your classroom, scope and sequence documents, and Canadian and USA curriculum correlations that we have done for the site. If you scroll down the page, you will find links to grade-specific pages. These pages will have further planning resources for the specific grade, including assessment documents, lesson templates, and subplans. All of the documents here are supporting the curriculum we have on Musicplay Online. This curriculum is built with weekly lessons running from September until June, with extra lessons in August if your year runs on a slightly different schedule. At the bottom of the grade-specific lesson planning pages, you will find links to monthly breakdowns. Simply click the month you would like to see to get a breakdown of each week in the month, including a direct link to the lesson, a link to the list of songs used, and any supporting resources used in the lesson outside of the song list. There is also a link to print the full week outline here. To get to the actual lessons themselves, you can click the links here, or you can navigate to the Learning Modules section using the left-hand menu. We will talk about that section next. On this page, all the learning modules are shown by default, and they are sorted sequentially with the current month's lessons at the top. You can use the filter on the left side to select a specific grade or collection to filter for only those lessons specifically. Clicking on a lesson will bring you to the learning module. You will immediately see the concepts and themes for the lesson listed at the top, with the extra details button showing even more information. Above that, you will find a start button that will open the lesson in a full screen presentation mode. You will also see a More Actions button that will give you the options to clone or share the lesson. Clone will copy the lesson to your My Lists, and Share will copy a link to the lesson into your clipboard to share with your students or other teachers. We will talk more about My Lists in the next section of the walkthrough. Scrolling through the lesson, you will first see the introduction. This will summarize what will be done in the lesson, and it will list any extensions for the lesson. Extensions can include extra songs, thematic content for the time of the year, or challenge units. Beneath that, you will see the objectives for the lesson, written as I can statements that describe what will be taught in the lesson in a student-friendly language. Next, you will see any supporting resources for the lesson. Downloadable PDFs like worksheets or manipulatives used in the lesson will be found here. The rest of the page will have the teaching procedures. Each procedure will have the title at the top and a copy link button that will generate a link to that specific part of the lesson. Below that is a link to where the content can be found on Musicplay Online. If you would like to find more materials related to the specific procedure, song, or activity, you will likely find it with this link. Then, you will see any teaching notes for the procedure, if there are any, and the content itself. This could be a video, concept slide, interactive, or any other piece of content from the site. When you are done with the lesson, you can use the left-hand More Results submenu to go to the next module. Next, we will cover one of our biggest features on Musicplay Online, the My List section. This is where you can build your own custom lessons. There's a lot here, so let's dive in. There are two main ways to use the My List section, by customizing an existing lesson or by starting from scratch. We'll start by customizing a pre-existing lesson. First, go to the lesson you wish to start with. See the section on Learning Modules if you need a refresher on finding the lessons. When viewing a lesson, there is a More Actions button found in the top right of the lesson page. If you click this option, you should see a Clone option. Clicking Clone will make a copy of that lesson and add it to your My Lists. It should immediately load the new My List once it's finished copying. You can also now find the list by navigating to the My List section. The list will look very much like the learning modules. To start customizing the list, you can go to the More Actions button in the top right. You should see a few more options this time. Share will open a window with some options. You can select whether you want to share with your students or with another educator, and the link will adjust accordingly. Then there are two buttons on the right. The Copy button will copy the selected link to your clipboard so you can paste it in a message, email, LMS system, or whatever you'd like. The Send button will give a few quick options for sharing the link as well. Back to the More Actions menu, the Edit Info button will let you customize the details of the list. You can edit the title, language, and the description at the top of the list, and many other details using the tabs at the top. You can also adjust the visibility of the list. By default, it will only be private to you and your students, meaning that if someone else tries to click a link to the list, they will not be able to view it unless they log in using your account or your student code. Changing it to shareable will let anyone with an active account view the link or use any student code. You can select only you to store it in an archive state, which will remove it from the main list page view. We will cover how to view archived lists later. The last thing to point out from the More Actions are the Clone and Delete. The clone will create another copy of the lesson and put it into your list, and delete will remove it permanently. Scrolling down to the procedures, you will see 4 buttons on each procedure. The pencil icon will allow you to edit the procedure title and the teaching notes. The up and down arrows will move the procedure in the list. You can also click up when the procedure is first and it will move it all the way to the bottom, and vice versa. The trash icon will remove the procedure from the list entirely. That's how to edit an existing lesson, but you can also create a list from scratch. From the main My List section, you can click the Add New button to create a list. Start by giving your list a title and set any details you wish. This is optional and can be edited at any time. Then click Add List. This will create a blank slate for you to build your own lesson. But now, how do we add content to the list? You can do that using the yellow Add to My List button. Start by going to the piece of content you wish to add. This can be on another list, in a lesson, a unit page, song page, or anywhere on the site. Once you find the content, clicking the Add to My List button will load all of your lists, with the newest ones at the top. Click on the list you wish to add the content to, edit the procedure title and description, and then click Add to List. Navigating to your list, you will now see the new procedure was added to the bottom of the list. Another way you can add content to your My List is using a custom procedure. You can hover over the space beneath any existing procedure, and the Add Procedure button will appear. Clicking this button will let you create a clickable link to any other page. This can be any page on Musicplay Online or any external link. Just enter the link into the link URL box, edit what the button will say using the link text box, and adjust the procedure title and description if necessary. You will now have a clickable link to the content in your list. That's how to edit your lists. Once you get a few, there are a few options you have to organize them. First, we can talk about the bulk actions. From the My List section, you can click on the box on the left side of the list to select it. You can select multiple lists if you wish, or select all using the box at the top. Once you have selected your lists, clicking the Edit button will give you some options. You can mark all the selected lists as private or shareable, as well as delete them all. You can also archive them. Archived lists will be removed from the main view without being deleted. You can use the drop-down next to the Add New button to change which lists are displayed. View All is selected by default, but you can also sort by private and shareable, as well as by archived, which will make any archived lists appear again. We have further organization options with our folder system. The folders function as a customizable filter for the lists. To create a folder, you can click on the small plus icon in the top right of the folder menu. Once you set the name and click Add Folder, it will appear on the left-hand side. You can hover over it to see options to edit the folder name, add a subfolder, and delete the folder. To add lists to the folder, you have 2 options. First, you can click and hold on the list, and then drag and drop the list to the folder. You can also click the folder icon on the right side of the list, and then select the folder or folders you wish to add the list to. Once a folder has lists added to it, you can click on the folder to apply that filter to the My List section. You can remove the filter by clicking on the small X on the folder at the top of the page.
Now we will talk about the Units section. To get there, click on Units on the left-hand side of the screen. In this section, you will find a number of units. Each unit is a collection of content on the specific topic the unit is about. Using the filters on the left, you can sort by a number of categories including festivals and holidays, programs, musicals, and many more. Let's take a look at what is in a unit. When you open a unit page, the first thing you will see at the top are some categorizations, including the unit category, any associated grades or holidays for the content, and an extra details button that has much more info on the unit. Below that, there is a brief overview of what is in the unit, and then a related song section with links to the song list for any songs used in the unit. Next, you'll see the extra resources, which will have any documents or links that are related to the entire unit. In the musicals, for example, This is where you will find the entire script. Lastly, we have the activities. This is where you will find the bulk of the content. Each activity will have a title at the top, and under that you will see any relevant audio tracks, then the videos for the activity. Under the videos are any printable resources related to the activity and concept slides, if applicable. At the very bottom of the activity, there will also be any relevant external links. If an activity does not have a type of content, that section won't appear in the activity. Next, we have a student favorite, the Games section. Clicking Games on the left-hand side menu will bring you to the section. Here you will find any games that are played through the site. For song games, you can go to the song list and use the filters to find songs with games to play with them. Back to this section, you will see all the games listed by default in alphabetical order. There are two filters on the side to sort by, single player or multiplayer. If you click on a game, the page will load with the default level for the game ready to play. Above the game, you will see details on the game, including any themes the game may touch on, and clicking extra details will show all the curricular info for the game. Below that are some controls to easily switch to another game, and the Add to My List button. Then you have the game window where the game is actually played. At the bottom of this window is a full screen option, as well as a copy link button, to easily allow you to share the link with your students. Some games have many different levels, and for games with multiple levels, you can scroll down to find all the level options. The games also allow you to select the level from within the game itself. To get your students to play a specific level of a game, make sure you select it using the options below the game window, and then copy the link from there. If you pick a level within the game, the URL you copy will load the default level instead of the one you were on. Next up is our listening kit section. When you visit this section, you will first see the different kits on the left side. Each one is numbered in correlation with the grade the original product was targeted towards. This specifically refers to the associated materials for the songs, not the songs themselves, as the pieces are appropriate for any age. Clicking on one will filter the section to show only that listening kit. Let's take a look at a selection. On the page, you will see at the top the extra details for the piece. A few are displayed, and you can click the extra details button to view them all. Right below that is the content for the song. A video or a concept slide will be displayed, and the different videos or concept options are linked below the currently displayed one. The options here will vary from piece to piece. Some commonly seen videos include listening logs, play-alongs, cup games, and ribbon or plate demos. Many also include a short biography on the composer of the piece. Underneath the video options, you will see the supporting resources for the piece. This is where you will find any printable resources for the song and any interactives or related links. The instruments section is up next. Content in this section is specifically aimed at teaching the instrument in question. Clicking on Instruments in the left-hand side menu will bring you to the section where you will first see all of the resources. Using the instrument filter on the left will let you narrow down the resources shown. You can also select a sub-filter once the first is selected to narrow it down even further. Some popular examples of instruments we have resources for include the body percussion, bucket drumming, recorder, and ukulele. Please note that selecting two filters at once will cause neither to be displayed. If you unselect one, the content will appear again as normal. Once you've selected an instrument and a sub-filter for the content, you will see it displayed on the right. By default, if there is an intended order for teaching, it will be displayed in that order, with the first at the top. In this view, you will also see which instrument and sub-filter the content is part of, any specific chords and note sets used, if applicable, and the creator of the resource. Clicking on a resource will bring you to the specific instrument page. On this page, you will see at the top any details specific to the page, under Extra Details, with a few already displayed. Under the details, you will see the main content window, with some quick navigation controls at the top. You can use these to quickly navigate to the next instrument page in the collection. The default activity will be displayed, usually a video, with the other activities for the page listed beneath the main window. You can click on one of these to select it and have it load in with the main window. At the bottom of the page, you will find any supporting resources for the song. Some example sections you may see are Teacher Resources, where you will find any printables intended for the teacher. Interactives are where you will see any interactive activities related to the instrument. Arrangements will have the printable notation for the song. Printables have any printable PDFs intended for student use. Accompaniment tracks will have playable MP3s for the song. Note that not every instrument's song page will have all of these options.
The rhythm practice section is next. This section has a huge selection of resources for teaching and reinforcing rhythm concepts. Clicking on the Rhythm Practice section on the left side menu will show you the levels available. The levels are sorted by relative difficulty, with each level introducing a new note or time signature. Clicking on a level will bring you to the page with the content. At the top, you will see the extra details for the level, and below that, the Related Songs drop-down shows songs from the song list that feature the rhythms from the level. Below the related songs are the extra resources for the level. This will include printable flashcards, assessments, and worksheets. The resources available on each level will vary. Scrolling down, you will see the activities for the level. Each activity may have different content associated with it. Most will have videos, but they can also include interactives and printable resources related to the activity. Some highlights of the rhythm practice section include echo rhythm, poison rhythm, and animated play-along videos. Next, we'll cover the sofa practice section. This section has a large selection of leveled resources for teaching and reinforcing solfege. The levels are sorted by relative difficulty, with simple tone sets near the top and more complicated tone sets toward the bottom. Clicking on a level brings you to the page with the content. At the top, you will see the extra details for the level, and below that, the Related Songs drop-down shows songs from the song list that use the tone set from the level. Below the related songs are the extra resources for the level. This will include printable flashcards, melody hunt worksheets and materials, and interactives focusing on the tone set for the level. The resources available on each level will vary. Scrolling down, you will see the activities for the level. These will include videos and any printable resources related to the activity. A highlight of the section is the Echo Sing videos. These come with a singer-led video and an animated animal version in multiple key signatures. Many solfa practice levels also include poison melody and assessment videos. Next on the list is the vocal warm-up section. This section is a collection of materials great for doing warm-up exercises, both with your students and on your own. Currently, we have 5 sections in the vocal warm-ups. The Bobo and Bobo with Tone Ladder sections are collections of video using our very popular character, Bobo. The warm-up section has a number of videos with guided exercises for preparing to sing. There are videos on vowels and consonants, articulation, vocal range, pitch, resonance, and more. Vocalese is another section of videos that targets specific vocal techniques. We have videos focusing on upper range, projection, vocal agility, and exploration. Lastly, Yoga for Voice is a short series of videos with yoga exercises to help relax and strengthen breathing. Approaching the bottom of the left side menu, we have the Toolbox section. Here you will find a number of interactive tools you can use in your lessons. There are a few subsections listed on the left. The Compose filter will show tools that can be used to compose basic melodies and rhythms. Concept Practice brings up interactives that can be used to reinforce specific concepts, including instrument families, rhythm, and dynamics. Tuners will bring up our virtual instrument tuners for ukulele and guitar. Virtual instruments includes any interactives related to instruments. This can include both instrument sort activities and playable instrument interactives. Visuals sorts for interactives like tone ladders, staff tools, and beat charts. Word walls shows some word wall activities as well as the word rhythm generator and the word randomizer. The last section in our left side menu is the Documents section. Here is where you can search for any PDFs on the site. You can use the search bar and filters to quickly find any PDF found in any section. The PDFs are sorted into a few categories. Flashcards are documents intended to be printed and cut out to be used in your lessons. Lyric pages are any document that primarily shows the lyrics for a song. Posters are any document intended to be printed and displayed in the classroom. Sheet music shows any document that primarily shows musical notation for a song. Teacher notes includes documents intended for the teacher and can include song activities and lesson planning documents. Worksheets and assessments includes any document that is intended to be given to a student.
Do you have a suggestion for the team? Have you found a bug in the system? Or do you just love Musicplay and want to tell us all about it? No matter the reason, if you wish to contact the team, we have a few open channels for you. The first and most direct way is to send us an email. If you send an email to support@musicplay.ca, our team will happily answer any questions you have, or forward it to the person who can answer you. You can also contact the support team using our form submission. A helpful link to this form can be found on the bottom left of every page on Musicplay Online. Just click Report a Bug and the form will open. Don't worry, you can use this form even if you don't have a bug to report. And that concludes our walkthrough. Thank you so much for joining us. Now you are ready to dive into Musicplay Online. If you need to review, feel free to load up this video anytime and skip to the section you want to watch. You can also always reach out to the team if you have any questions. Thank you so much. See you later.